Safari Resort is located next to a theme park in the middle of nowhere, known by many as La Pau, a very difficult part to get to without a car, and we chose to WhatsApp a French taxi company at the nearest station and hoped that they would rock up, and luckily they did. Is Safari worth staying at when visiting this world-hidden theme park resort? This review will help you find out. One of 2 hotel accommodations at La Pau. Upon arriving, you're greeted by an automated gate in the typical Safari Lodge style, opening up to a modest car park, which I believe included electrical car chargers. Entering the reception past the large pots, you are greeted with a large open area with the reception on the right hand side. This room is mainly just a big place to sit around. There are benches in the middle of the folks wooden hut, where you really cannot see much but the large glass doors and clusters of lights hanging from the roof. There are some giraffes, fake ones, in the corner that have a very similar design to David McKay's Elmer the Elephant. There was a plaque saying what these giraffes were made for, but I forgot to film it. They just look nice and are a very nice addition to the lobby. Safari is slightly different to most other theme park hotels. They expect you to rock up at 4 PM to check in, then book your evening mealtime slot included, and do your theme park day the next day. Unless you booked your theme park day first, then meal and depart the next morning. As we were later than they were expecting for arrival, they called us. They spoke perfect English and arranged for us to have a meal at the latest time slot. All good. This also meant that as the last ones to arrive on the site, they knew who we were, knew we were English, and everything was prepared. Bosh. Next to the reception is a small gift shop where you can buy trinkets or snacks. Not much to say there. They expect you to keep your luggage in your car, but as we didn't have a car, they were happy to store our bags behind the reception. Now to make our way out of the other side of the reception to the room, and this is where you are first greeted to the Safari Resort the hotel is wrapped around. Separated by a medium-sized fast-flowing river to keep the animals and humans apart, this area is very expansive, and if you're lucky you get to see your first animals right here and now, be it mammal or bird. This is a lovely area, but surprisingly the worst view at the resort. It gets a lot better everywhere else in the hotel, so make sure you head to your room. We travel down with key in hand and we zap the card. Are you ready for the room? We don't think you are. Here we go. Arrival into the room, you're greeted with a hallway, with a toilet tucked away to the side, and then a large shower room, large mirror, and his and her sinks in a separate room. The toilet is a large enough area for a sink, but they have put 2 sinks in the shower room instead. The doors in these hotel rooms are sliding and do not lock, so it's not hard to wash your hands if someone is showering. Just focus on the sink and avoid eye contact. What also isn't hard to do when someone isn't using the shower is make teas and coffees, as this sliding door has the drink making facilities behind it, only revealing itself once someone has closed the door over the shower. The first bedroom you come across is the bunk bedroom, that also has a single adult bed on the floor with a perfectly pointless bit of rug between them. All the beds have their own lights and share a tiny window and desk. This room is comfortable enough for adults to stay in itself, but everyone would prefer the other room. The other bedroom has a small TV on a hinge, a larger bed and big opening sliding doors to the Safari view. We were greeted on the double bed itself with lovely towel animals. We had a hippo and what this animal is, a lovely touch. The double bed was very comfortable. Most of the objects in this room are designed to be sat on. There's 2 stools at the foot of the bed and a chair in the corner. There's a reason for this. Alongside the room being themed as the Safari Lodge, the best benefit is the balcony opening out from the main bedroom. This is with a couple of seats and a table opening up across the savannah. From our room we saw giraffes, rhinos and antelopes. This was absolutely stunning and mesmerising. Anyone who has visited other safari-style theme park hotels, Chessington Safari Hotel in England and Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge in Florida, is more similar to the Animal Kingdom Lodge in feel. And the animals are not too far away and you're out in the open. If you open all the doors you can lie in the bed and watch all the exotic animals walk past your window, along with the relaxing sound of the river that separates us from them by flowing by. I hear you asking, and what if the animals are far away? Well, they've designed this hotel just for that. You get a pair of binoculars. We spent ages chilling on the balcony enjoying the view. The hotel room has plenty of power sockets, air conditioning, Wi-Fi and all modern gizmos, but these binoculars and this balcony are by far the best benefits of this hotel. This room is a brilliant place to relax with gorgeous views of the safari from your bed, if you are in the main double bed. As mentioned earlier, the evening meal is included in your hotel price and you get allocated a time slot when you check in. Both the evening meal and breakfast are served in the restaurant Le Victoria, an outback style affair. The evening meal is an all-you-can-eat buffet featuring a whole variety of meats, cheeses and potatoes. This was actually a very lovely meal. You have the option of eating inside or sitting outside, again overlooking the savannah. This time we saw elephants. There was also giraffes playing through the night, sprinting around the edge of the restaurant. They get remarkably close to the restaurant, it's really great. There's a bar out back so you can sit around the fire pits and enjoy the views with a cocktail or 2. What we will point out here is that this area is in very rural France, so naturally the staff in the restaurant do not speak English at all. They're very proudly French and so they should be. They accidentally forgot to put a bottle of water on our table and I was sent to try and fetch it. I do not speak French, they do not speak English, and the French word for water is spelt like ew? Ew? Sounds a bit insulting in a restaurant if you walked up to a waiter and just said ew. It'd definitely be bad for the self-esteem. We did not understand each other for 5 minutes until I used the Google Translate app to clear up any confusion. Very friendly staff, but around these parts some grasp of French would make your life so much easier. As said before, the breakfasts were served in this restaurant also, and were the usual type of help yourself. The food here was top quality, although the chairs were a little awkwardly placed close by each other in the area we were seated, so it was like someone sitting on your back the whole meal and you feel you cannot leave the table. Overall though, it is a beautiful restaurant with extraordinary views at both morning and evening. Entertainment wise, there's no entertainment as such. The joys and visual interest you get from staying at this site is 100% the Savana, and that is a very enjoyable thing to sit around for hours and watch. To get to La Pau, which is included in the stay, involves a short walk along the side of the lodge hotel and through a wooded area. Access was via your RFID card to open the gate. The entrance is not in the best placed part of the park, just in the middle of the garden area, but you're in the park so quit complaining. Also, it's worth noting, and not condoning, that this gate is completely unmanned and just requires one hotel guest to scan their card to operate it. And it's not a turnstile, so it's just a gate. You open it and then it only closes when it actually closes. So who's to say that you cannot just bring 400 of your friends through the Safari Reserve car park gate and then allow them onto the park for free? Of course, we are mentioning this so La Pau improves their security. Don't do this, please. To conclude, and I don't say this lightly, this is one of the best theme park hotel experiences in Europe. It is an incredibly high quality stay at a very reasonable price. And the fact that it is in the middle of nowhere with the French notorious lack of transport to the location really does mean you feel like you're on an excursion to Africa. We strongly recommend adding this hotel onto your trip to La Pau to make the most out of your visit, particularly if you're coming from further afield. Visiting theme park hotels has become a hobby of mine. You can tell by the amount of videos we have on the channel about them, and we still have many more filmed yet to upload. Some are good, a lot are run-of-the-mill, thankfully very few are terrible, but ones like Safari Reserve at La Pau are incredible hidden gems that make all the travelling and filming worthwhile, so we can show you what great experiences you can have in places you would never expect to find them. We thoroughly recommend this hotel even if you aren't visiting the park. It's a great safari resort in France, but it makes sense to enjoy La Pau too. Please leave a comment below if you have any questions or things you'd like to say about La Pau's Safari Resort, and leave a like if you found the video useful, as it makes it easier for others to find our review too. We have a fair few theme park hotel reviews on our channel. If you're looking at more on-park places to stay, subscribe for more and we'll be publishing more of them along with theme park reviews and other theme park related videos. We have also reviewed other theme park hotels in France, namely at Parc Asterix near Paris. I recommend you check out those videos too. Thank you for watching.